Okay, Russ, where are we going?
We are going to the Oakely Distillery in Anderson, Indiana. And we are actually going to pull up to it right here at this corner.
Looks like we got some storms brewing.
Hoping for some thunder.
That'll increase activity.
Okay, it looks like we're going to park right up here.
Please tell us who you are.
I'm Jared Oakely, one of the proprietors of Oakely Brothers Distillery on 34 West 8th Street in Anderson, Indiana.
And how long have you been here?
8 years.
8 years.
Going on 8 years. This was at one time a livery stable before the Industrial Revolution, and the building that was once here was torn down, and a Studebaker dealership was actually put in its place, which eventually turned into a Heckman Buick dealership. Then after that, it turned into a couple of other nuances throughout the years, and then it was a law office for about 20, 30 years before we got a hold of it.
Have you had any experiences here?
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
I've had a few experiences. The main experience that I can say that my wife, myself, and my dog had together was when we moved up here. We in the back room back there, that was an apartment, and we moved into that apartment and lived in that apartment for about 6 months while we were getting a house. It was in the dead of winter, and I would take my dog upstairs because it's a wide open area and throw the ball and let him run and get him some exercise. As we were coming down the stairs, out right here on this second flat, or the first flat, we heard a giant scream, and I can emulate it as a blood-curdling, "Ah!" And it sounded just like that. And it didn't sound like it came from any one direction.
Someone was checking on you.
Oh, okay. It didn't sound like it was coming from any one direction. It was just a real loud sound. You couldn't dictate. And my dog heard it. He stopped, looked around. I stopped. And my wife was in the back room and opened the door and said, "Are you okay?" and closed the door. So we all heard it. Well, this was right when we moved in, and throughout construction of this building, we would periodically during construction hear the loud screams. Haven't heard those loud screams since we finished construction, but we would hear those. Two other things that I would say that I have seen here is when we are in the kitchen working, you can see the hallway that goes back all the way back in the kitchens behind those containers. Not only myself, but several people have seen not whole bodies, but almost like some form of energy running back and forth.
Like, is it like a shadow, or?
I wouldn't say it was maybe a shadow, but it felt like energy.
Okay.
It was like you could sense it, see it, but it didn't seem like a shadow. It's just kind of like a tracer.
Okay.
Kind of like. And then we had up front in our bathrooms, we had the light motion sensor hand washing sinks. And when no one was around, when all the bartenders would be closing at night, they would start coming on, going off, coming on, going off. So we eventually just took those out because it was freaking everybody out, you know. But that was the 3 things that I've experienced.
Can you show us the room where you used to stay?
Sure. So this is the kitchen that I was talking about where we were in, where you would see the...
Would it be behind you, or you would catch it out of the corner of your eye, or?
Yeah, kind of the corner of the eye. Like for say, we would be over here working and you,
Okay.
no big deal.
Yeah.
You just, and I've got Sheila, she's here, she works with us. She's on leave right now, but she came in to talk to you guys a little bit. And then also have Grayson, who's a bartender, and here in a little while, he'll come back and tell you some stuff when he gets finished taking care of everybody up there. This is the room where we used to live. It's no longer an apartment. It's turning into a martini bar, speakeasy style martini bar. Yeah, and we'll eventually get it done. But this is where we used to live.
Okay. And then, so she could hear the scream from here?
Yeah, like this door, it was a different door. This door was closed and she was back here and she heard the same scream that we heard. And she opened the door because she thought I fell or something. And was like, hey, you okay? So it was not just one of us. It was the entire building that would happen. And you guys, when you guys were here for Spirited Spirits during Halloween years ago, you guys said that somebody identified a gentleman that caught on fire upstairs, probably during the automotive times. And that was the only thing I could ever imagine, who knows. But the crazy part is during that time, it was a gentleman that was with you, a little taller guy, and he said that they broke a window out of the upstairs to get the guy out of the upstairs. And I was like, well, none of these windows are broken. So, but let me show you something that's actually kind of chilling. Let me show you something that I found. We're gonna have to go outside, but after he said that, it sparked my interest because I was like, okay, well, I don't really see, who knows when that happened. But I was like, it would have been really hard to break these windows out because they're steel frames. See that? That's like Fort Knox windows.
Right.
To break something out like that and get somebody out of that would not be the path of least resistance. So that's where I thought. So I went walking around and looked. And lo and behold, you can see right up there where somebody busted out part of that top of that roof section. Oh. The brick, and you can see where they put that back in. And there's no reason for someone to put all new brick in. And it would make sense if you were gonna bust something out to get people out, that you would bust out from the top so you wouldn't mess with the foundation underneath it. It'd be the best place to do that. So that was an interesting thing where a possibility they went up there and busted that out and got them out through that area.
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool. So this was a livery stable at one time, and this building was a livery, another type of, they built carriages here. So this whole area before the Industrial Revolution, this was the whole area where you got your carriage repaired, your horseshoes, you got everything done right here. And not to mention, this was also an Indian tribe lived here also.
Lived here?
They lived in this area. This was an Indian tribe that lived right here on the White River, and they occupied this area. And they wanted to live right in this area because of the likelihood of tornadoes was really low, so they wouldn't have so much destruction. Oh, pretty interesting.
Do you also have a basement?
We do. It's right here. I wouldn't suggest going down because we don't have a ladder.
Oh.
But there is a basement down there, and if you guys want to go down there, you can. If you have lighting and stuff like that, I can probably get you a ladder down there if you want to go down there. It's pretty cool because there's an old furnace down there. And when we got down there, I don't have the toys anymore, but you know those old lead little toys that those little toys made out of lead back in the day, little fire trucks or whatever that they used to get, you know, they were lined up on a little shelf down there where whoever the guy was, probably a real simple-minded person, that just sat down there and shoveled coal in. And they had all his toys set up still.
We'll probably want a ladder if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
After that story.
And this is Sheila.
Hello.
Yeah, who knows what
Sheila.
happened to that guy.
Hi.
Would you guys like a little light back here?
Yes, please.
This is interesting. Well, I mean, it's typical of me.
You have worked here for how long?
A year after they opened,
Okay. And what do you do here?
kitchen.
Okay. And you've had some experiences, is that correct? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I used to do prep in the morning, and I'd be in here by myself, let myself in, and I heard, I thought, okay, who's here? Somebody came in. So I got out of the kitchen, look around, nobody's here. But a year later, I hear a crash that I think somebody fell off a ladder. I go in yelling, and I go out thinking, oh my God, you know, nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing in there, just me. And then I was in the kitchen and saw somebody walk this way. And I go back, who's back in the back room? Nobody should be back there. I go back there and nobody's there.
Gosh.
I'm used to it though, because I live on 8th
Okay.
and my house is haunted, big time.
We may want to talk to you about that.
So that's my 3 experiences.
Thank you.
You know what? Turn it away.
Look at her. Look at her. She's terrified. I'm going to zoom in. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Oakely Distillery. Girls, are you ready?
I'm nervous. We're gonna be.
All right, come on in.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Russ. Dally, pleasure. Russ, pleasure. Here's where you sign your life away. Just your name at the top, and then just the basics down there. You can read through it. You're not going to be put through any appointment. It's mostly just, once we film, we want to be able to like try to pitch this. So,
Okay.
meaning you can't come and be like, I own that, because you don't.
That's fair. What day is it?
The
7th?
So girls, Tally,
Yes.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm kind of like anxious, honestly. I don't really know what to expect, and I'm also like not used to being behind a camera, so it's making me feel weird. Just my honest.
Claire, how are you feeling right now?
I'm excited. I mean, I came in here with zero expectations, so I'm excited for whatever happens. I don't always like the dark, so we'll see how it goes.
My home.
They've never experienced something or?
Yeah.
So this is kind of a storage facility for us right now, but this was an old car wash. If you look right here, they would bring up from this elevator behind you. Oh, it's big. But this is where people would come up, bring the car right here and wash the cars. Pretty cool. Yeah. Wow. This was in the 20s. They had that level of technology. And you can't see it right now because it's filled up, but this was the wash bin. It's like a little concrete tub. It's just full of junk right now. And then that's the car elevator, which is
Oh, cool.
What was what? Where?
this area right over here. It's all wrapped up because of blocking in the cold air, but this is a car elevator. Back in the 20s, they would bring the cars up, and it was always cold half the year back in the 20s here. So people would bring their cars up, go sit in a heated area up front, and get their cars washed. And that was the wash bay for it. This was also a tractor dealership up here at one time. And this area, this upstairs area, is the area that the last time that you guys said that somebody had caught on fire up here. Interesting. Well, I know this is where the whole area where you can see the area busted out. But you can see some discoloration here where it looks like maybe one was on fire. I don't know. Yeah. You know, and you can see right over here. If you look at this wood on the side, you can see there looks like a char. Huh. See that? So I don't know. It's just, I never even noticed that char. I just saw that. We haven't started renovations up here yet.
So this is the window that you were curious
Yeah.
about.
But you can see this wood, which I've never paid attention to before. You can see this wood's got a little bit of burn on it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, and then down here looks a little discolored.
Oh,
Where it
wow.
might have happened here and they figured out a way, I don't know, but that was something that I've never really paid attention to, but if you look here and then you look over here, it's got a little, I don't know. I'm not saying that's it, who knows?
So what we're going to do is we're going to, we'll give them some equipment as we're walking through the building, describing what has occurred, and then we'll go from there. Okay? And then we'll have you guys kind of investigate, and we'll explain that later. Okay? Are you ready? All right. Just follow Russ right that way. We're going to stop at my backpack so that we can get equipment. So welcome to Oakely Brothers Distillery. We are going to go this way, which is to the back of the building. Russ? And Russ will explain to you the kitchen area and what has happened in those areas.
So, as we enter the kitchen, station, they see what looks to be energy or something move out of the corner of their eye, usually right through that hallway.
Okay.
So we're going to focus kind of in this area,
Okay.
just because there's been activity,
Uh-huh.
and that's what they witness. We asked if it was shadows, if it was energy like, a person. They don't think it was a full apparition, but like just kind of like a quick blur. So I would just kind of stand here and like feel it for a moment, vibe a little bit. But we're just doing the tour. So next. So, while this building was being renovated into its current state, one of the owners or proprietors lived here, and they used it as an apartment. So he used to run his dog upstairs because it's just a big, open, vast space. And as they were coming down, I believe, his wife was in here, they were out there, and he just heard this loud scream. And it was so loud, the dog heard it, he heard it, and his wife came out of the apartment just to make sure he was okay. And if I remember correctly, they've continued to hear that scream until the construction was complete. But once it was complete, the scream has not made a reappearance. But we are going to try to ask them to do that for us.
And then also, I want to just show you girls the basement. Okay? Let's follow Russ.
So here you will see the basement. There are no stairs, so there's just a ladder.
Oh, hell no. Are we going in that? Are you gonna go first?
That's not a good camera angle.
We'll go upstairs. We will need you to go up first, and we will have to set the chairs in a place.
Do you want them facing each other or not?
No.
Or back to back?
Back to back.
Okay.
With a little bit of space.
Okay.
We need to set up the tripod so that we can see both of them.
On it.
Are we supposed to follow him?
What's that?
Are we gonna follow him?
Yes. So what was it that the bartender said happened here, Russ?
Grayson again. I'm a bartender here at Oakely Distillery. And I have had not many experiences here, but one that stands out crucially. So me and my coworker, Danica, were here, and it was just us two closing up, just a simple close job. And that table all the way back there, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it later, but there was plates that were stacked, but it wasn't leaning one way, it wasn't leaning the other. All these windows were shut, so no wind flow. It just all came crashing through, but it wasn't aggressive. It didn't seem like an aggressive throw. It seemed more like a playful, I'm here, kind of poking fun, just trying to show that that person or entity is here.
And they all fell off the table? All of them?
Yeah. It wasn't like a whole bunch,
Right.
but it was probably 3 or 4. And it just went
It's quite a few.
yeah. And then nothing else really stands out to me, but when you're just here by yourself at night, it feels like someone's watching you, essentially. It feels like at any moment you turn around and there's going to be someone or something there, but nothing scary though that I can really call out. But yeah, it's an interesting place here to say the least.
would hear it, and then it would be somebody else. No, that's yours.
And then there's your apple pie. Thank you. Cheers.
Are you ready for the girls?
That is messed up, guys.
Okay, we're going to have you sit in those chairs.
Facing this way.
Okay, and what we've done is we put a motion detector over there. So if we get any kind of movement, it should trigger like that.
Okay. I feel like it's going out.
They are going out, aren't they?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
No way.
Yep. Pretty wild, isn't it?
Felt that in my like. That is insane, actually.
Okay, can you put them back in front of Tally now, please? Move them back. Show her what it's like. Use your energy.
My hand just like twitched.
I can put you in another room too, by yourself, right before the basement.
Is she in the basement?
Are you ready?
There's no one.
Anything going on in here, Tally, that you know of?
I've seen like, I don't know what it is, but I've seen a little like flat, like a little bit of light on that wall, but I'm not sure if there's like reflection or not on the left side.
All the way to the back?
Or past the little door, like past the kitchen.
Like right here?
Yeah.
In this
yeah.
area?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's nothing.
Well, because there's not a mirror on that side either, right? Or
No.
right on that. Yeah. No, I've seen it like 3 times.
I just saw it too.
Yeah.
No window right here.
There's nothing that could. How big of a body was it, Ellie?
Wasn't too big, but it was like there and gone. And it came back. Show us how big it was. Probably like this big.
That's the same thing I just saw when I first came in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So,
in that
like
same
right in
spot.
the exact spot, and then I like asked it a couple times. Was
It
that
looked
you?
like
And then I
a-
saw it like 2 more times.
Wow.
Yeah, right in that same spot.
I thought I just saw something over there. Woo!
Really?
Yeah. Just like a quick, like,
So this is where the energy must be.
Yeah. It kind of like feels like it. in here.
It does, doesn't
It feels like I'm like so rigid and.
You sit right here.
I swear I heard that man's voice again.
You heard a man's voice again.
Really?
Getting active. I kind of got chills right now.
I got chills when I got it.
Oh my god, when I was standing where you were, I had like full body
Okay,
chills.
so I got chills when I sat here, but I wasn't sure if it was just because we just changed rooms
Yeah.
and the temperature was different, but now I'm like hot.
Oh,
Really, I feel
Like
chilly.
So that's how I felt when I got in here. And now I'm like warm again.
Did you hear that? All right, let's head out.
oh, we'll take care of that.
Did you hear something?
Just now that it's quiet.
Just listen for a second.
Did you hear something?
Just now that it's quiet. Great, there's definitely a voice.
That would be creepy. Is it?
I kid you not, I had a shiver before that.
Did you?
Yes.
Sorry for my profanity.
God.
Let me know when you get home, okay? Thank you. Hello?
Big no, we have permission to be here. Big no, we have permission to be here. Okay, this got both of us, and it would have... Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I did.
I heard it again.
Did you hear that?
Over there.
Yeah.
If you're here with us, can you make a noise? Or jingle those bells? I heard something over there.
Yeah, I could hear that real loud.
Oh my god, something over there. What is that sound?
I don't know. Do you know who Jared is? All right, well, our effort has come to an end. We are going to be leaving you, so we aren't really sure if you want us to come back. I'm not sure if there was a shadow in there, but if there was, we'll catch it.
Oh.
It's just a bit close. I'm not sure if there was a shadow in there, but if there was, we'll catch it. It was just at a glimpse. Do you wanna- Do you wanna look down here? Hello?
This is the part in the horror movie where you regret this decision.
Is there anybody down there? Hello?
Ugh. Do you see that?
What?
Do you see that?
What? You say something?
There's definitely been some weird stuff.
I agree.
And as soon as they left, I felt like we were being watched.
Yes.
It was like once our numbers went down, there was more comfort in being around us. Signing off. Until next time. Man's voice.
Did you?
He was like real quick.
Hopefully we got it on camera.
I don't think we were recording yet. Okay.
Tally, are you ready to go in the other room?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll follow you.
Ladies first.
Have to climb down that?
No.
No?